was walking home from school on a cold winter day. Took a shortcut through the woods and I lost my way. It was getting late and I was scared and alone. Then a kind old man took my hand and led me home. Mama couldn't see him, but he was standing there. But I knew in my heart he was the answer to my prayer. Oh, I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you and me in our darkest hours to show us how to live, to teach us how to give, and guide us with a light of love. When life held troubled times and had me down on my knees, there's always been someone to come along and comfort me. A kind word from a stranger to lend a helping hand, a phone call from a friend just to say I understand. Now ain't it kind of funny, at the dark end of the road, someone lights the way with just a single ray of hope. Oh, I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you and me in our darkest hours to show us how to live, to teach us how to give, and guide us with a light of love. They wear so many faces, show up in the strangest places, to grace us with their mercies in our time of need. Whoa, I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you and me in our darkest hours to show us how to live, teach us how to give, to guide us with a light of love, to guide us with a light of love.
My best friend gave me the best advice. He said each day's a gift and not a given right. Leave no stone unturned, leave your fears behind, and try to take the path less traveled by. That first step you take is the longest ride. If today was your last day and tomorrow was too late, could you say goodbye to yesterday? Or would you live each moment like your last? Leave old pictures in the past, donate every dime you had. If today was your last day, against should be a way of life. What's worth the prize is always worth the fight. Every second counts, 'cause there's no second try. So live like you've never lived it twice. Don't take the free ride in your own life. If today was your last day and tomorrow was too late, could you say goodbye to yesterday? Or would you live each moment like your last? Leave old pictures in the past. Donate every dime you had. And what you call those friends you never see? Reminisce on memories. Would you forgive your enemies? And would you find that one you dreaming of? Swear up and down to God above that you'd finally fall in love. If today was your last day, if today was your last day, would you make your mark like mending a broken heart? You know it's never too late to shoot for the stars, regardless of who you are. So do whatever it takes, 'cause you can't rewind a moment in this life. Let nothing stand in your way, 'cause the hands of time are made.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. When sun rays crown thy pine-clad hills and summer spreads her hand, when silvern voices tune thy rills, we love thee, smiling land. We love thee, we love thee, we love thee, smiling land. As loved our fathers, so we love. Where once they stood, we stand. Their prayers we raise to heaven above. God guard thee, new-found land. God guard thee, God guard thee, God guard thee, new-found land.
Thank you, Leslie. Beautiful job. I'd like to introduce to you, no, they're not in the right order. I will introduce to you the people on stage. I'd like to introduce to you first the steering committee chairperson, Denise Whittle. Stand up, please. Canadian Cancer Society representative, Penny Party. And the Mayor of Harbour Britton, Mr. Eric Skinner. Our patron, Marlene McDonald, she's here in memory of Susie Durnford. And Reverend Juanita Freeman. And I will invite the steering committee rep to give. She will introduce to you the rest of the people on stage.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 5th annual Safe Coast Relay for Life. It's great to see so many of you here. This is an amazing gathering. So who's excited to start this event tonight? Your excitement is contagious. You've spent the last few months fundraising for the fight against cancer. With what you are doing, you are not just raising funds for the program, services and research that the Canadian Cancer Society funds. You are also showing your support for all of those touched by cancer across Newfoundland and Labrador. In this community, it's very important to come together when faced with cancer. It's a very personal journey, but you don't have to do it alone. Cancer is not who we are. It does not define us, but it allows us to see our lives in a new light. Cherish the small moments, remember the important things, and smile as we look towards brighter things. It is a great honor to be celebrating here tonight with each of you, especially everyone wearing a yellow t-shirt. Yellow signifies victory. It brings pride that we have served strong and stood tall in the face of cancer. It brings hope to those currently facing this disease, for that you should be proud. Take a moment to think of why you relay. Don't feel alone, feel united. By walking this track tonight, you are joining forces with nearly 4 million people worldwide who want to save lives and fight back against cancer. There are so many people to thank, and it is my pleasure to start with the members of the Relay for Life Organizing Committee and the dedicated volunteers who are here today helping out. On behalf of the Canadian Cancer Society, please accept our sincere thanks and appreciation. Your hard work and dedication is critical to our success. As many of you may be aware, this relay this year isn't as big as it was in previous years, but we hope it will be just as rewarding and fun for all of you. We have a very small committee this year. Even though there are only 7 teams, we still have to put the same amount of work as to go in it, no matter how many teams we have. And I would really like to thank the committee. They are Selwyn Langdon, Selwyn was logistics and a bit of everything here and there. Sheila Lambert was luminaries. Marlena Whittle is children's activities. Lorraine Bambury and Jean Shepherd is registration, and that they've been working quite well. And Ellen Bambury was our entertainment. Ellen's down with us. So without those people here tonight, this would not be possible, and they've all worked hard to get this happen tonight, and we hope everyone enjoy it. To the members of our teams, you're the engine of our relays. Without your determined efforts to raise pledges, we would not fund the most promising cancer research or provide the programs and services we offer to people who are on their cancer journey. Thank you. Finally, it's my pleasure to thank the sponsors who have been so supportive. Our sponsors for 2010 are Atlantic Lottery Corporation, Mid-Bay Blue Cross, Provincial Airlines, Steel Communications, and we're very grateful for our local community support us. So settle in with your team and prepare to enjoy 12 hours of fun, entertainment, and friendship. Thank you.
I'd like to call on Penny Party, the Canadian Cancer Society representative, to bring her remarks.
Thank you, Conrad. As Denise said earlier, we're a little bit smaller, but we're still mighty, so you have to remember that. On behalf of the Canadian Cancer Society, it's my pleasure to welcome everyone to the 5th annual Relay for Life on the South Coast. My congratulations to the local Relay for Life organizing committee for a job well done. Our thanks as well to the many other volunteers who helped ensure the success of tonight's event. 2010 marks the 9th year for Relay for Life in Newfoundland and Labrador. We've gone from raising $76,000 in 2002 at our first event in Mount Pearl to over $1.1 million in 2009 from over 22 communities in our province. Funds raised through the Relay for Life allows us to fund the most promising cancer research, raise awareness of early detection and screening, educate the public about the importance of cancer prevention and early detection, advocate for healthy public policy. We have a province-wide worldwide toll-free cancer information service. We offer supportive services to those living with cancer and their families in the communities throughout Newfoundland and Labrador, including Daffodil Place. And while staying at Daffodil Place, guests have the amenities of home and access to cancer information, support services, and evening entertainment provided by many community volunteers. Since opening in July 2009, Daffodil Place has welcomed more than 600 guests from more than 142 communities throughout Newfoundland and Labrador. And that's for the people who are living with cancer, for those who have to travel to St. John's to receive cancer care. Daffodil Place has become a home away from home when it means the most. Today we will celebrate the lives of those touched by cancer. We'll remember loved ones we have lost, and we will fight back against the disease. We extend our deepest thanks and appreciation to you for your efforts tonight in helping the people of Newfoundland and Labrador address cancer issues in their communities. With your help and support, the Canadian Cancer Society is able to fulfill our commitment for the fight for life. Thank you.
Thank you, Penny. I'd like to call on the Mayor of the town of Harbour Britton to bring his remarks. Mayor Eric Skinner.
My eye's not that good, I don't know if I can see it on that far. I'll hold it up here where I can see it in the light. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the town of Harbour Britton, I would like to commend the volunteers and sponsors for this project. Getting involved is a great way for you to have fun, build community spirit, and raise money to beat cancer. Speaking up about cancer is one of the most powerful weapons against the disease, but we can't do it alone. The collective strength of many voices, fundraising efforts will help make cancer history. Over the years, a number of families, including my own, have been violated by this terrible disease. Today is a good opportunity for us to remember those who have lost their battle, and to remember those who are still fighting, and to those who have won. Allow their strength and endurance guide you in reaching your goals, and I wish you every success in your future endeavors. Thank you.
All of us have been touched and affected by cancer in one way or another. The crowd gathered here this evening gives testimony to that fact. Most of us have had family members, loved ones, friends that have endured this terrible disease. Speaking on behalf of my family, I would like to share our story about how cancer has affected our family and our lives. My mother's name was Susie Caroline Durnboard, devoted wife to Hartley Durnboard and loving mother to their 8 children. As children growing up, we saw our mother as a very strong but quiet person. She was selfless, loving, and always kind and caring to both her family and those around her. She was a community-minded person with an unfailing faith in God. She was an excellent homemaker, loved to plant flowers in her garden, especially dahlias, and she even fished alongside our father for a number of years. There was nothing she couldn't do, and as children we thought she would always be there. Sadly, this was not the case. My mother was diagnosed with lymphoma cancer in October of 1994 at the age of 49 years. When we first heard the word cancer, there were so many things that ran through our mind: disbelief, anger, fear, the unanswered questions. Our family was no different than any other family. We all experienced so many emotions and questioned why this was happening to us. The days that followed were difficult. We would wait in hope and anticipation for the next doctor's appointment, hoping for some good news that we could cling to. Through it all, our mother remained quiet but strong. I believe having us by her side and her faith in God was what kept her going. Little did she know that she was our source of strength and support. Months and numerous trips to Grandpa's and St. John's for radiation and chemo, our hopes and dreams seemed to be dying with our mother. There was nothing we could do. We felt totally helpless. On February 23rd, 1996, Mom passed away at the Hbtv Cottage Hospital at the age of 51. Like her mother, Catherine Buffett, her life would be cut short by cancer as well, for she died at the age of 52. We buried our mother on her 52nd birthday. Even though it's been 14 years since our mom passed away, we feel that there's an important part of our family missing. She was the glue that held our family together. Every time we celebrate a new event like a wedding, the birth of a baby, or a family gathering, our mom is always in our thoughts and always in our hearts. So when it was announced that the Relay for Life was to be held on the South Coast, we thought, what a better way to honor and remember Mom and help raise money for a cure for this terrible disease than to get involved. That was 5 years ago, and we are still here every year in memory of our mother. We decided to name our team Susie's Dahlias, for the dahlia was her favorite flower that she planted in her garden every year. We know that she is looking down on us and smiling. So today, when you take part in this relay, whether you're walking, buying tickets, giving donations, or buying food, just remember that not only are you helping us keep a memory of a loved one alive, but you're also playing an important part in fighting a battle against cancer. It is said that to live in the hearts of those we love is not to die, but to live forever. Our mom will always live in our hearts.
Very touching story, Marlene, and I guess it brings us to realize why we are here. And it touched me, I know, and I think there's a few tears behind me. I'd like to call on Reverend Juanita Freeman for our opening prayer here this evening.
Let us pray. Gracious God, Creator, Preserver, Sanctifier, we give you thanks for your gift of life and for the many gifts that you have given us, particularly for your gift of love. And we give you thanks for all those people who are using this gift of love to reach out in the fight against cancer. We ask your blessing on all those gathered here tonight, on the survivors, on the people who believe that we should have more survivors, for all the people who are working in research, who are working behind the scenes, and who are just there adding their support. And I pray to you in the name of our brother Jesus, who came into this world to let us know that we are never alone and that you journey with us as we walk our path in this life. I'd like to offer to you the Celtic blessing, actually. May the Christ who walks on wounded feet walk beside you on the road. And may the Christ who helps with wounded hands reach out your hands to help. And may the Christ who loves with a wounded heart. Teach your heart to love. And may you see the face of Christ in everyone you meet, and may everyone you meet see the face of Christ in you. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend, for that opening prayer. Before we go on to our next thing on our agenda, a couple little notes here from MHA Tracy Perry and MP Judy Foote, who could not be here this evening. This message is from the House of Assembly, Government Newfoundland and Labrador. Our MHA Tracy Perry is unable to attend due to illness, and she did not want to pass her flu around, especially to cancer patients who may be undergoing treatment. She is thinking of you all here tonight and passes her regrets. This message is from Tracy herself. The Canadian Cancer Society's Relay for Life is more than a fundraiser. It also helps us to celebrate and remember the people in our lives who have been touched by cancer. I would like to thank all the volunteers for making this event possible and wish you all a fantastic, successful evening. We want to put an end to this disease, and today you are helping to make this happen. So that's from our MHA Tracy Perry. I think that deserves a round of applause. From Judy Foote, in care of Denise Whittle, who is the chairperson. Thank you for your invitation to attend the Canadian Cancer Society's South Coast Relay for Life. As a member of Parliament, I always appreciate an opportunity to spend time with those I represent. Unfortunately, as much as I would like to be there with you this evening, I am unable to do so because I will be in Clarenville, another community in our vast riding of Randenbury and St. George's, participating in the 50th anniversary of St. Mary's Anglican Church. Please accept my apologies. As someone who has fought and survived cancer, I applaud all efforts to raise funds to fight this dreaded disease, and when possible, I make a point of attending fundraising events where people come together for this common cause. I applaud the organizers of this relay. I know a lot of work goes into arranging such fundraiser, which not only takes place throughout our province, but our country. The participants in this relay and sponsors of the relay are to be commended as well. It is by working together and raising the profile of the need to focus on research that we will eventually be able to combat the disease. Again, thank you for your invitation. Please accept my apologies for not being able to be there with you this evening. I'd like to call upon Helena Thornhill and two cancer survivors, Ida Lovelace and Winnie Lovelace, to cut the survivor's cake.
Good evening. My name is Helena Thornhill, and I'm a 16-year cancer survivor. And I actually spent time with Marlene's mom when I first met her. It was in the bed next to her in the hospital. So we have one survivor and one that didn't make it. So let's hope we can push for more survivors. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2010 Relay for Life Cancer Survivor Ceremony. We all know from experience that cancer survivors have already walked some very tough roads. So to honor and celebrate our courage in the fight against cancer, the first lap of the Canadian Cancer Society Relay for Life is reserved for us. More people than ever are surviving cancer thanks to progress resulting from cancer research funded by the Canadian Cancer Society. For cancer survivors, the Survivor Victory Lap is a chance to publicly celebrate our triumph over cancer and to thank those who have helped us along the way. Whether we've been cancer-free for a few months or for many years, our survival is an inspiration to everyone. The sight of so many cancer survivors dressed in yellow t-shirts, proudly walking the Relay for Life track is inspiring and moving, and gives hope to people living with cancer and to their loved ones. Thank you.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's the night, let's live it up. I got my money, let's spin it up. Go out and smash it, like oh my god. Jump out that sofa, let's get on.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out and losing all control.
Fill up my cup, mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof,
And then we'll do it again.
let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up.
Let's live it up.
I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it.
Smash it.
Like oh my god. Like oh my god. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get on. Fill up my cup.
Drink.
Mazel tov. Look at her dancing.
Move it, move
Just
it.
take it off. Let's paint the town. Paint the town. We'll shut it down. Shut it down. Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Here we come. Here we go. We gotta rock. Easy come. Easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot. Body rock. Rockin', don't stop. Round and round. Up and down. Around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us. You know what we say. Party every day. Party every day. And I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel it. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Woo-hoo. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's Let's burn the roof,
and then we'll do it again.
let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up.
Let's live it up.
I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it.
Smash it.
Like oh my god. Like oh my god. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get off. Fill up my cup.
Drink.
Mazel tov. Look at her dancing.
Move it, move
Just
it.
take it off. Let's paint the town. Paint the town. We'll shut it down. Shut it down. Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Here we come. Here we go. We gotta rock. Easy come. Easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot. Body rock. Rock it. Don't stop. Round and round. Up and down. Around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us. You know what we say. Party every day. Party every day. And I'm feeling that tonight's gonna